Hi everybody in Diamond Painting Land, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is May 18th at approximately 8:40 a.m. I figured I would come to you today with a little bit of a whip and chat, mainly because I haven't had a whole lot of content recently that I've been willing to upload, and I haven't been getting any new kits, anything in the mail, but I kind of wanted to show you my Princess Mononoke. This was one of the first Huacan kits that I bought at the end of 2017. Prior to the whole Drillmageddon incident that happened with popping drills and everything. Now, I did buy this in 2017. I searched out Huacan because of all the recommendations that everybody had on the different companies on AliExpress, and I really like Princess Mononoke. When I saw this one, I kind of had to have it. I don't know who the artist is on this actual piece of artwork, but if anybody out there happens to know who the artist happens to be, just let me know. I had never seen this one before, this rendition of Princess Mononoke, so I'm not sure, kind of where this came from. I don't know if this was artwork off the cover of the movie, but anyway, Princess Mononoke, for those of you that don't know, if any of you out there are Japanese animation fans, Princess Mononoke is a Studio Ghibli film, and she's the main character. It's Princess Mononoke. She's basically like the keeper of the forest, which is why she has the leaf here. When I first saw this painting, I wasn't exactly sure what she was holding. I originally thought it was kind of like an orb, like a glowing orb, and it wasn't until I actually got down here and diamond painted it that I actually realized it was a leaf. I didn't really look at it very well because all I could see originally was this little teeny thumbnail that's down here, and to me it just looked like a glowing orb. She was holding kind of a glowing orb, and I wasn't sure how the glowing orb fit into the movie, but now that I know that it's a leaf, it makes perfect sense because she's like the keeper of the forest and everything like that. But anyway, if you have a chance to, I recommend that you actually go see Princess Mononoke. It's a Studio Ghibli film. If any of you have heard of My Neighbor Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service and some of the other movies like that, it's done by the same production company that produced those movies. And I know Disney for the longest time was had the rights to the movies more recently, so you'll probably find them a lot of their movies under the Disney moniker. But anyway, so back to the diamond painting. I had purchased this. This is my second large diamond painting of this size. This is a 45, you're not going to be able to see this. This is let me move this out here. Right here it's a 45 by 60, and it's a 30 color. And I'm almost completely done with it. I only have this corner to do. So I will pull that off right now. And this entire corner, except for this little area here, pull that off. Yes, I am using saran wrap. This is Christmas saran wrap, which is why it's pink, so I can see it if it sticks to my thing, but I haven't had trouble with it. So from here this way is all black. This little section right here, unfortunately with this diamond painting, I don't have enough drills to complete the two colors that are right here in this area. So I have placed an order with Stitches to Stones for the remaining two kits and the remaining two colors rather, and a couple of the other colors that are now low in my collection. So I'm actually waiting on that. I ordered them on Monday night this past week when I realized that I wasn't going to have enough of these two colors to finish. I could probably get maybe to here up. So I placed an order to Stitches to Stones. So back to the diamond painting. So I ordered this diamond painting in 2007 with two or three other diamond paintings also from Huacan, And this is the second large diamond painting that I'm going to complete. I've completed a couple of small little diamond dots things, and the Crystal Hello Kitty from Diamond Shop, DIYMOONSHOP. But this is the largest one that I finished. If you remember in a couple of my previous videos ago, I had finished the little Kokeshi doll that I had received in this same order, and that's also about the same size. They're both about 45 by 60, give or take. And I believe the 45 by 60, I didn't actually measure this because back then I wasn't measuring or doing anything when I unboxed it, but I believe the 45 by 60 is the basically the edge to edge. It's the canvas size, not the actual drill field. But anyway, so I started this sometime last year after I finished the Kokeshi doll, and I started way up at the top, up there with all the cream colored things, kind of up near the wolf's eyes, and I'll show you that. So there's the wolf's eyes, anyway, so I was really hoping that I would be able to finish this without any of the Drillmageddon problems, and I've been kind of wrong in that aspect. I have popping drills. I had one or two way up there when I first started, but they kind of worked themselves out, and I used a rolling pin and rolled them all down, so they're sticking pretty well. I don't really have any issues up on this area, but when I got down to here in the grays down here, that's when I really started having popping drills. I would place a drill, and a few drills over here would pop up, and then I would place another drill, and then a couple more down here would pop up, or right in here. I started having issues with popping drills in this area, and I got kind of frustrated, to be honest with you. And it was also kind of in this area that I ran out of colors. So back in January or February, I had to place an order for extra drills. Because I had ordered this canvas in the end of 2017, I couldn't really contact Huacan to let them know that I needed more drills because, well, it was quite a while after I'd placed the order. It was almost a year at the time when I placed the order. So in November is when I placed my first order of drills, and I placed them on Etsy with Diamond Drills USA. So I actually ordered more drills, kind of up in this area. When I got down to here in January, February, I had to order more drills again. So I went to Stitches to Stones, which is a company that offers drills. A little less expensive than some of the sellers on Etsy, but the drills, like Etsy, the drills actually do come from China, so you're still ordering from China. And I'm not sure if the sorry about that, if the shipping actually will increase because of the Chinese tariffs or not. But anyway, so I did have to order more drills. And then, so I get down, my iPad just turned off. Sorry about that, you guys. So I got down to this area down here where the 154s, a lot of this color down here, right here, is 154. I started noticing that there were two other colors that I was running kind of low on. See, I can feel the popping drills. You can feel them. They're kind of raised up. So, if you see me pressing on my canvas at random spots, it's because I can feel popping drills. Yeah, it's really weird. I push on one, and then, like, over here, some pop up. But anyway, so I placed my order on Tuesday night for the two colors that I'm missing right here. And they're kind of like the reddish purple color that's down here. To kind of complete her arm. Her arm comes down like here. So, I'm sorry that this is wobbly. This is on my cross stitch stand that I use for diamond painting, and it is just a little wobbly. But anyway, so I do have the colors coming. I haven't, when I got down to this area was popping like crazy. It was frustrating me, and I was working in this area like over last weekend because I was kind of working down this way. Then they had this long strip here that I still had to do, but between Wednesday night and last night, I actually finished down to here, and I actually came across this way and finished as much as I could. I'm going to leave this area empty until I get the drills from Stitches to Stones. But today I'm going to work on filling in this black area with you and do a tag. So, not a whole lot has been going on. Like I said, I haven't really picked up very much stuff. Any new diamond painting things. Other than that one that I showed you that I got for $5 at Michael's because it was missing the stylus. Keep an eye for an upcoming video. This isn't the one, but it's going to happen sometime in June where I give away the Diamond Dots Poppies kit. So last night, my husband and I stopped at Hobby Lobby, and I almost picked up a couple of Diamond Dots diamond paintings because they've expanded their Diamond Dots diamond paintings line, and there is a Cinderella one out there now that is quite large for Diamond Dots, and they also have a Minnie Mouse one that was in their little diamond painting area that they have now. They have it, my Hobby Lobby that I go to, their diamond paintings are now actually in an aisle instead of on the side of an end cap, and so they have more offerings, more selection of some of the kits they offer. But anyway, they had a Cinderella one and they had a Minnie Mouse one. I kind of want the Cinderella one, and it's larger. It's one of the larger kits. I think it's listed as like advanced or expert, but I ended up not picking one up. But over in the like where they have the the rhinestones that you can put on their on cloth and everything like that, they actually have a couple of interesting tools, and this one kind of caught my eye. It's a triangular tray. I have a black one that I picked up at Michael's in the beading aisle, and this one actually has little itty bitty bumps inside it you can't really see. But anyway, this is a Crystal FX Magical Tray that I got at Hobby Lobby. It retails for $4.99. And it's just the triangular tray. This is the second triangular tray that I have. So they have a placing pen, a couple of different placing pens for their rhinestones that you can get at Hobby Lobby. And I've been thinking about picking up one or two of them because they have one of them has is double-ended, has a little teeny like sticky, like kind of rubbery tip on one end, like a thin one, and then a thicker one on the other end. And I've been thinking about getting one to try it out, but I haven't yet. So on this tray, this little tray, it has little feet. You can see the little feet on each corner to keep it raised up. And it has, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not. You see that has little tiny ridges. I don't know that the ridges are the little bumps are gonna do anything to make the diamonds. Lay flat. We shall try though. So this is my 310 black. I use the Elizabeth Ward system for storing my drills. Put a few in here and just give it a shake and see how it works. This tray is awful tiny. Yeah, it doesn't work too bad. All of them are face up. You can see that all of them are face up. Doesn't work too bad. This is a nice little tray though, and it so for the triangular thing, I have to show you kind of how this all works. So Yeah, and it pours back in really easy. This little triangular tray is really cute. To me, just looking at this tray, you're not going to be able to tell, but to me it has a little bit of a very slight pink hue to it, which is one of the reasons why I decided to pick it up. So to me it looks kind of slightly pink. But yeah, this is a little tray that I got at Hobby Lobby last night for $4.99. It's kind of back in their beads and rhinestones area. They have a couple of tools, including a couple of those white wax pencils that some people have used. But there's a couple of tools back in there that I might actually pick up and try just to see how they'll work. But I haven't really stomached the like $7 or $8 cost, because this is my diamond painting pen. Basically, I took the basic one from the kit and covered it with, I used my rainbow loom and some of my rainbow things to make a kind of a pencil grip. And so this is my diamond painting pen. And it's rainbow. Alright, so without further ado, that is basically the newest addition to my diamond painting stash. Is this little pink triangular thing. So that's all I have. That's new for you this week. All right. Last night I was playing with this wheel. I've got the sticky. You can see I've got the sticky on it. I was playing with this wheel to lay the drills, but I've been finding out that when I laid the drills, it was kind of imposing on the next line down. So like the next line down would be halfway. I still have to practice with this to see if I can get proficient at it, but I have been using the 3-placer. You can see on the 3-placer that the wax in my pen is a little dark. These black drills tend to be a little on the dirty side. I've noticed that with the 310s. So anyway, I'm currently using this bigger white tray. You can see a drill is left in there from last night. But so yeah, I'm just gonna pour a bunch in here. And again, I'm just working on the this area over here that's all black. And on this particular diamond painting, the black is a dot. Yep, black is a dot. So just kind of shaking my tray. I don't know if you'll be able to hear a little bit of noise. I'm currently watching the Women's College World Series of softball on the ESPN channels. Right now, this is the Drake versus Georgia game, the Minneapolis regional opening round. Regionals are this weekend, super regionals are next weekend, and then they go to the Women's College World Series final in 2 more weeks. But this weekend, there's 64 teams vying. At the end of the weekend, they'll be down to 32 teams. Next weekend, the 32 teams will be knocked down to 16, and then the final 16 will go to the Women's College World Series in 2 more weeks. There's a couple of surprises in it in the World Series this weekend, like Oregon. The Oregon Ducks aren't in it. They didn't actually make the selection for the Women's College World Series this year, which is kind of a bummer because they're one of my favorite teams to watch. I actually kind of prefer watching, out of all the collegiate sports, I think softball is probably my most favorite. I grew up playing softball when I was little. My mom signed me up for a softball league when I was in 3rd grade, and that first year I bitched and complained a lot about having to go to practice and having to go to games. I kind of hated her for signing me up. But then by the end of the season, I kept asking, I want to play more softball. I want to play more softball. So she signed me up the next year, and I played all through high school. I walked on to the varsity softball team in my high school as a catcher my freshman year. in high school, I I played almost every position over the course of my experience in softball, except for shortstop, longer than like, a couple of games. I did play shortstop for a very short stint, maybe like 2 or 3 games, but most of my experience in softball is other positions in the infield. And obviously, my first 2 or 3 years I played in the outfield, so I played left, right, and center my first 2 or 3 years, and then I moved to infield. I started out as third base, then I went to first base, and I played second base. And then I was also relief pitching, and yes, I did throw fast pitch softball, but I wasn't really fast. My speeds weren't exactly the greatest, probably 40, 50 miles an hour. I wasn't super fast, but I was always able to put it over the plate. And, they could obviously hit my pitches, but I would put it in play. So yeah, I kind of was a relief, like a second or third pitcher on my teams. And then when I got to high school, my freshman year, the first day of tryouts for varsity softball, we didn't have a JV softball team because we just didn't have enough people. But the first day of tryouts, my freshman year in high school, the catcher on the team had graduated the year before, and our high school softball coach at that time played semi-pro professional men's fast pitch softball out in Long Beach, California. He played for the Long Beach Nighthawks. So he was looking for a new catcher. So there were 2 of us, Kara and I, who actually were kind of trying out. And he kind of knew us because we played junior high softball. And he knew us from before. I went to a 6-year high school, grades 7 to 12. And I started there in 7th grade. So I actually played junior high softball also for the same school. And he was one of the PE teachers and the coaches for junior high softball as well. So he kind of knew that we were up and coming. And anyway, so we showed up for tryouts that day. And he's like, there was like a couple other ones that showed up too. And he asked the group of us that showed up to try out which ones of us could catch. And both Kara and I raised our hands. And he's like, well, congratulations, you just made the team. Go suit up, and we'll kind of get you guys going. So at the time they had 2 pitchers. It was Nikki and Nita. They were the 2 pitchers on the team. And then, I kind of walked on the team. Hello.
Hello. You doing a video?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So we kind of walked on the team as catchers, and so I ended up catching most of the time my freshman year in high school. And Kara and I were also both pitchers. Kara ended up playing a lot of infield. I think she played a lot of third base and shortstop that year, our freshman year. So my freshman year, the pitcher was a senior, and I was actually the third pitcher on the team. Our second string pitcher ended up being she would get tired pretty quickly by like the 3rd or 4th inning of a game when she started. So a lot of times what would happen is I would start out catching the game, and then if Nita went in, Nita was the senior pitcher. If she went in and she needed relief, they would put Nikki in. And then sometimes they would actually go right to me, though. It was kind of interesting, though, because I would start out most games catching, and then if I went into pitching, I went right from catching into pitching. So I was kind of like my own little battery, so to speak. But it was kind of an interesting time. I really liked playing softball. But anyway, so my sophomore year, Nita had graduated, so we didn't have her as a pitcher anymore. So Nikki became the first string pitcher. Nikki, being who she was, she was really good. She was really, she had good speed on her. But she'd go wild by like the third or fourth inning. So I would end up actually being relief pitcher. So I went from catching to relief pitching almost every game. Ended up, ending the games. And so I did that my sophomore and junior year because Nikki was a year ahead of me in school. So she graduated my junior year. So I was pitcher, second relief catcher, or catcher, second relief pitcher my freshman year. Catcher, first relief pitcher my sophomore and junior year. And then my senior year, I was pitcher, relief catcher. So I started off pitching games my senior year, and I was actually doing pretty okay, all things considered. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of speed, but anyway, I would start off pitching, and then when I wasn't pitching, I would go catch, because we had another girl that came up from junior high that year that was catcher. So she was a little better catcher than I was. She could throw people out at second base. I could throw up to second base, but for me to throw somebody out stealing wasn't really going to happen. I mean, I did it a couple of times, but that wasn't my forte. But anyway, so my senior year I was pitcher, relief catcher. So that was kind of interesting. I really didn't play any other positions in high school other than pitcher and catcher. So that was quite the interesting thing. I was also known for bunting. I could bunt really well. I just couldn't run the bases very fast. And I'd also never learned a baseball slide because all the, when I was growing up in the softball league that we were in, we always wore shorts. And there was no way they were going to teach us to slide on that clay field in shorts. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. So I never learned a baseball slide. I still don't know how to baseball slide to this day. And most people that play softball now, they all baseball slide. Head first, feet first, whatever. I can't do it. So that's why I was always pinch run for when I got on base. So anyway, that's a little bit about my softball thing. So yeah, I'm watching, this weekend is the regionals for College World Series. There's like 16 different regionals going on around the country. They're 4-team double elimination. So, there's 64 teams that are trying for a chance to go to the super regionals, which are next weekend, and then the finals are the weekend after that. So it should be kind of interesting. There's your typical colleges that are in there, like UCLA is one that's vying for it this year. Alabama, Georgia, Florida State. There's just quite a few. Tennessee, North Carolina. Ohio State's in it. They won their first game yesterday. I'm not a super huge Ohio State fan, but yeah. There's a couple other teams that I'm a little surprised have kind of made it through. Like there's Louisiana, Alabama, Texas A&M, Northwestern, Notre Dame. Notre Dame has a loss though. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been watching a lot this weekend. And I'll be watching a lot more softball like in the next 2 to 3 weeks once, to see how the teams fare. But softball is one of my favorite sports to watch on TV. Alright, so I haven't really done much diamond painting. I'm, how many minutes am I in? I'm almost 30 minutes in and haven't even started diamond painting yet. Look at that. Alright, so I am actually going to get to it and do a diamond painting tag for you. This is actually called the diamond painting tag. So I will get going and start diamond painting for you. All right. So let me load up my pen here. All right. So the first question number 1. How did you hear about diamond painting? Honestly, I don't really know exactly how I heard about diamond painting. Chances are likely it was on one of the Facebook groups. I'm a cross stitcher. So on one of the Facebook groups I was on, I'm sure somebody had mentioned diamond painting or showed a diamond painting or something. So I looked it up and I was like, oh, that looks kind of fun. Talked to my husband about it, showed him some stuff that I found online, including this Princess Mononoke one. I'd never seen a cross stitch pattern for this. So when I found this diamond painting online, I asked him, I was like, can I place an order for something like this? He's like, sure. I'm willing to try any craft. I'm a crafter by nature, thanks to my grandmother. Rest her soul. Anyway, so I placed my order. It was on AliExpress. I did a little research. We joined a couple of Facebook groups. Did a little research into diamond painting and, went online, ordered my first kits from AliExpress, and away I went. I saw the Diamond Dots things at Hobby Lobby. Well, actually, so we were at my in-laws' house back before they died. Both my in-laws passed away in 2018, last year. Anyway, there's a craft store down there called Crafts 2000, also known as Pat Catan's. And so I was in there, and I'd been looking at diamond painting online, and I looked at the Pat Catan's website, or Crafts 2000 website. I saw that they had diamond painting listed, and I'm like, oh, okay. So when we were visiting the in-laws the one weekend, I went down to Crafts 2000 like I always did when I went down there to visit, because up until a couple of years ago we didn't have Crafts 2000 anywhere around here. I had to go down there to go to one. The one in Williamstown or Parkersburg, West Virginia, was the one that I always went to. And when I was down visiting my in-laws, because it was a craft store that I didn't have here, so I would always go down there and buy some crafty supplies when I was there. But anyway, so I went in there and they had a couple of little diamond painting things. So I got a little teeny one. I don't even remember what the first one was I got. It was one of the Diamond Dots kits. It was a little teeny. I was like, well, it was the little ornament, little mandala ornament that was like salmon color and green. Really cute. I don't have it to show you, but that was the first kit that I got because I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to see how you did it. It took me about an hour to finish that little thing up. I did it sitting at my in-laws' dining room table without a light pad, without anything. Just using the stuff in the kit. That was all I had. And I decided that I liked it enough that I was actually going to place the order. So while we were at the in-laws' house, I placed my order on AliExpress for this one and the other two that I got. Then I waited. And then when it came, I was like really happy, and that's how I got started. All right, what's the next question? What was your first diamond painting project? So technically my first diamond painting project was that little Diamond Dots, little Christmas ornament kind of thing that was in salmon and green. But my first big kit was the Kokeshi doll from Huacan. That's really icky dirty. It was from Huacan. The Kokeshi doll was my first big one. This is my second full big one that I am completing. As you can see, I'm really close to completing it. I just have this little area down here, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to come to you with a whip and chat today, just to kind of sit here with you and do that. As you can see, I'm using the 3-placer on this. But we'll get into that a little bit more here, because that's one of the questions on this diamond painting tag. Alright, who is your favorite company website to order from? So, AliExpress was my first website that I ordered from. I purchased my first kit physically from Pat Catan's Crafts 2000, which is basically like, a little discounted version of a Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Their prices tend to be just slightly lower. They'll have the suggested retail prices, which is usually what Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby sell their stuff for, and then they'll discount theirs slightly, their prices. So Huacan on AliExpress was the first company that I ordered from, and back then Huacan was considered one of the top quality diamond painting company or diamond painting sellers on AliExpress. And this was all before Dremageddon and everything towards the middle of last year. So I had ordered first from AliExpress. So then, there's other companies out there like Diamond Art Club. Well, Diamond Art Club had this offer on Facebook that I saw for, free diamond painting, just pay shipping. So I looked at their website and I found the Four Seasons tree, which I thought was really beautiful. And so I ordered the Four Seasons tree for free. And so that was my first Diamond Art Club. So I've ordered from Diamond Art Club. There is a shop in the Philippines called Dimoon Shop, DIYMOONSHOP. Roanna Jamir is the main force behind Dimoon Shop. She's the one that does all their packing videos on YouTube. Her and her husband, Reggie, they have a diamond painting kit company in the Philippines. So I placed my first order with them middle of the year last year. A lot of people kind of poo-poo them to a degree because their shipping is $40 to most places. I don't balk at paying that $40 shipping because they check all the canvases for quality. Everything they sell, they check for quality before they ship it out. And they package the drills themselves. They check the drills so you get quality, and they try to ensure that you have enough drills to complete the pieces. So they also collaborate with artists to ensure that they have the licensing needed to reproduce the artwork that they sell in diamond painting form. So yeah, I bought from Dimoon Shop. I really like them a lot. I only have the one kit from Diamond Art Club, so I'm still kind of on the fence about Diamond Art Club. I don't know. Maybe down the road I will change my mind. I have an order with there's a couple other companies I actually wouldn't mind ordering from. I wouldn't mind ordering from Cotart, or I think it's Lao Ji Yuan, the one that does all the rhinestone kits, where you can order the kit and square round or rhinestone. I wouldn't mind ordering from those, because one of my Dimoon Shop kits was a little crystal Hello Kitty, and I really liked working with the crystals, and that Hello Kitty, even though it's tiny, is really cute. The Hello Kitty one is probably the tiniest that I've ordered online. It's really cute though. And anyway, all right. Do you prefer clear or opaque covers? Well, up until I got the Diamond Art Club one, this I'd only ever received the opaque covers on my diamond paintings. I used to like the opaque covers, but I realized that sometimes the opaque covers can cause bubbles and ridges, rivers in your diamond painting because it's double-sided. Basically, it's really heavy-duty double-sided tape as opposed to poured glue. And a lot of times the cover will cause the glue to separate from the canvas. But yeah, I kind of prefer the opaque things, but like with the clear ones, I'm actually my Moon Shop diamond paintings all come with clear. I'm most likely gonna remove the clear and put parchment paper on it because that's what I did with my Diamond Art Club 4 Seasons tree. I have parchment paper on that one. What is your favorite DP I've ever done? Well, until I still started having popping drills on this one and started just having issues in general, I liked this one. The Kokeshi doll. Oh, sorry. The Kokeshi doll that I finished was my first big one, and I actually really like that a lot. My husband and I are really into Japanese themed things, so the Kokeshi dolls, kind of right up my alley. All right. How many DPs are in your stash? So I have this one. I have the third one from Huacan that I ordered. I have the Diamond Art Club one. These are all the ones that I still have left to do. I have about 4 or 5 Diamond Dots ones, including the Dragon Princess and a couple other ones that you've seen. And I have 3 more Diamond Shop. So, I'm probably looking at about 12 or 13 in my stash. I don't have very many in my stash because I don't want my stash to get super big and super unmanageable like my cross-stitch stash has become. I have like tons of cross-stitch patterns. So what's the largest size you've completed? It would be the 45 by 60, give or take. The Kokeshi doll is about the same size. It might be slightly bigger, it might be slightly smaller. But anyway, so little station break. This video is coming to you today courtesy of Starbucks Frappuccino. This is vanilla. I like the vanilla. Alright. Couple more rounds of 3. So you see I'm kind of doing this checkerboard using the 3 placer. A little side note. Oops, come on. It's because there was only 2 and they're not 3. You can do that with 3 placers. You can do that with multi-placers. Place them in a checkerboard pattern. I'll show you kind of how I've been filling this in to keep the drills from popping as bad as they were before. Alright, I think that's good. So then what I usually do is I switch over to the single placer, and I'll kind of still do it checkerboard. I'll put one right in the middle, and then fill in the dots, the diamonds on either side. So it kind of fills it in. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer, but this is what's working for me to keep the drills from popping nearly so bad on this thing. The other thing I don't like about 310 black drills is they tend to be kind of dirty. We'll show you here in a bit. Bear with me just a second. So you have this is my 3 placer, and you can see, or not, you can see how dirty the waxes in my pen. That's all from the black. Yeah, it leaves icky stuff. So after a little bit here, I'm probably going to have to change out the wax in my 3-placer because it's really dirty. What's I doing? Alright, so next question. Do you keep your spare drills? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I do keep my spare drills. I don't know if I can show you here. Bear with me. I don't know if it'll show up in camera or not. A little bit it does. Down here, you can see my tray. Down here, I have the Elizabeth Ward bead storage system that I use. And all my spare drills are stored in there in color, DMC color order. Whenever I kit up a project, into the Doris little bead storage trays, these little things. This is what I use to diamond paint from. And I do store my drills, my leftover drills. Because, especially with the Huacan one, the Kokeshi doll, I had to borrow drills from this painting actually to finish the Kokeshi doll because some of the colors I ran out of. So yes, I do store my leftover drills for future diamond paintings. Okay, next question. What kind of setup do you have? Where do you diamond paint? I'm in my living room. I am using this is my cross stitch floor stand that I'm using right here. And I just kind of I have this desk blotter, this Hello Kitty desk blotter. I'll pull this down. This Hello Kitty desk blotter here for you, right here, is behind my lap pad to give it a little extra support. And this just flops over. And I can kind of adjust this to any angle to fit my needs, up or down this way. And I can pull it right up to me. This is what I also use to cross stitch on. So my large cross stitch projects, I stick on this. I've had this for years. So when I started diamond painting, I had to figure out some way to get a solid surface behind the diamond painting. So I used the desk blotter and the light pad that my husband actually ordered from Amazon to diamond paint with. I sit in my living room. I have taken this setup to my in-laws' house to diamond paint on. I don't sit at a table, mainly because our table is usually covered with stuff. Our dining room table is usually covered with stuff, so I don't sit at a table. I sit in my chair in front of the TV in the living room, so if my husband wants to come up and talk and visit and watch stuff on the television, we can all watch stuff together. It's just my crafty corner in the living room. I have a craft room, a craft junk room. It's got stuff in it, candle stuff and craft stuff and yarn and all this stuff in it. And I'd really like to someday be able to go in there and diamond paint so I can leave my diamond paintings out. We have 5 cats, and for me to leave diamond painting and stitchy stuff out, especially in the living room, just doesn't work. But I don't have a way to effectively watch anything. We don't have cable, so we have subscriptions to Hulu and Netflix and Amazon Prime and all that. So we watch a lot of streaming stuff. Just like right now, the College World Series softball that I'm watching, I have a subscription to Sling TV, so I can get ESPN channels. I paid for that in February so I could start watch college softball. And up until this year, I would cancel it, the first or second week of June, once the College World Series was over. But my husband's kind of considering just keeping the Sling part and ditching the additional sports channel package. Because he's noticed that I've watched a couple of other channels using Sling, so we may actually keep Sling. But right now I have Sling because of ESPN, so I can watch college softball. All right, next question. Do you work on only one DP at a time or several? Currently, I'm only working on, well, I have 2 going right now, but currently I'm only really working on one diamond painting because I don't want to get to the same situation I'm in with my cross stitch. I have about 40 works in progress cross stitch wise, and I don't want to get to that point with diamond painting. I have this one going currently, and I have the Diamond Art Club 4 Seasons tree that I started already. Because when I first ordered the drills for the missing drills for this when I was up in this area, I started the Diamond Art Club so I'd have something to work on while I was waiting for the missing drills. So yeah, basically I only have 2 going right now. If I find a little Diamond Dots kit, like at Michael's or something, that might only take me an hour or 2 to do, I'll pull that out and work on it and get it done. I've done that with a couple of the Diamond Dots pillow kits that I've gotten. But yeah, generally, as a general rule, I only really have one project going. Kind of makes my husband happy, but he's the one that's kind of, he's been not really on my case about it, but he's been like really suggesting that I stick to one project. What is the biggest oops you've ever made? Probably the biggest oops I ever made was placing the order on Huacan. I've had not enough drills and popping drills on the 2 canvases from Huacan that I've had. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't actually spilled a tray of drills. My cats have pretty much left it alone. I haven't had a cat sit on it, and I haven't put paper down on the stickies. Yeah, I really haven't had any big oopses, knock on wood. I haven't put, a whole big section of drills of one color where they shouldn't go. I haven't done any of that. Yep. Next question. Do you prefer to diamond paint alone or with somebody? Well, currently I diamond paint alone, but that's mainly because I diamond paint at home. I haven't actually taken it anywhere with me except to the in-laws house, and I'm really the only crafter that would show up at my in-laws house, so I was always diamond painting alone. I know Stitcherista has gone to retreats with diamond painting. I almost took a diamond painting with me to the retreat that I went to last year in November. I'm thinking about doing it this year. I'm going to the same retreat, Camp Gotta Stitch, which is the first weekend in November in Berlin, Ohio. I'm thinking about taking a diamond painting with me. It just really depends on how I feel. But I haven't actually diamond painted with anybody. There wasn't anybody at our retreat last year diamond painting. So, I may take one. I don't know yet. I haven't found anybody local that diamond paints. So I don't have anybody local to meet up with for a diamond painting session. I would really love to find somebody local. That would be kind of fun. Then we can meet somewhere for coffee and sit and diamond paint for an hour or 2. My bell choir director and I at church, we're trying to get a church crafting group together started for more outreach stuff. And maybe that'll be an outlet that, I can take diamond painting to meetings and stuff. Okay, I thought I heard a drill go down. Alright. That's what I heard. Alright. How many have you finished? Well, I have the Kokeshi doll, and I have a couple of small kits, and I'm almost finished with this one. So the Kokeshi, one big one. This is going to be my second big one that I will have finished once the replacement drills come in. What is your favorite type of picture to order? Honestly, most of my stuff is, and I have the two huge Jasmine Beckett Griffith ones. I'd ordered from a couple of different stores on AliExpress. That's another couple that I have on my stash. I can't forget those. How many have I finished? What's my favorite type of picture to order? So I'm really into Japanese animation, Japanese culture. I really like Kokeshi dolls, which are those little wooden Japanese dolls. I like Japanese animation. My favorite artist is Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She does those kind of animated big-eyed girls. She also collaborates with Disney and has come up with some Disney artwork. I have some of her artwork. I've actually met her. And I really like her artwork. As far as I know, there isn't anybody on AliExpress licensed to produce her diamond paintings. But there is a cross-stitch designing company, pattern designer company, called Heaven and Earth Designs. They're affectionately known in the cross-stitch community as HAED, H-A-E-D, Heaven and Earth Designs. They are licensed and collaborate with the artist to turn her artwork into cross-stitch patterns. And I have several of her Jasmine Beckett Griffith cross-stitch patterns. I did manage to find 2 diamond painting kits of Jasmine Beckett Griffith artwork. And I know there's been a lot of discussion online recently about ethically and legally purchasing unlicensed artwork on AliExpress. I do have to admit, the 2 Jasmine Beckett Griffith pieces I have are unlicensed. But the first piece that I got, there is not a cross-stitch kit for. The second piece I got is it's called the Bride Returns. If you're familiar with the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, it's the one bride at the end of the ride that says, "Come back." You know, she tells you, she gives you a goodbye message at the end of the ride. I have her as a diamond painting, but I also, the last time that my husband and I were out in California, we went to the Wonderground Gallery at downtown Disney, and I bought the Bride Returns doll there. So I actually do have the Bride Returns as a doll that I actually paid for. So I didn't feel nearly so bad about buying the diamond painting kit for that one, even though it is Disney and it's probably not licensed, and it probably won't get licensed because it's Disney. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. All right. Who was your first diamond painting YouTube creator that you found? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure who the first one was that I found on YouTube, because I had started my floss tube channel for cross stitch before I started diamond painting, and then so I started obviously making the choice to start looking up diamond painting. It might have been Kicking Cancer's Butt, Ella. It might have been her. I'm not sure who the first one was. But being a cross stitcher, of course I was following Stitcherista because of her cross stitch. And she made the transition last year. She was doing nothing but diamond painting. So she was probably one of the first ones. Then there's diamond painting with Donnie and Tesla, and that was probably the third one of the group. And then so over the last few months, there's Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. There's quite a few other ones that I've been watching recently. All the obvious big well-known ones. But I think Ella was probably the first diamond painting one that I found. And then diamond painting by Donnie and Teslin. Have you ever ordered a custom? No, but I kind of have been thinking about it because it's a custom per se. I'm not going to send them the picture, but there's this company called Stitches to Stones, which if you send them the basically the stitch count for the colors with the cross stitch pattern, they will, and the stitch count, they will send you a blank canvas and all the drills. They will basically kit it up for you as a diamond painting, a cross stitch pattern, and it's called Stitches to Stones. And I've been thinking about doing that with some of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith cross stitch patterns I have. Like I've done her snowflake fairy from the Faces of Fairy collection. I've done the snowflake fairy in cross stitch, and I think it would be absolutely stunning if I can get it in diamond painting, because she's got snowflakes all around her, and I think the snowflakes would just be stunning in AB drills. I may try and kit it up for rounds, but I don't know if there's anybody out there that sells blank canvases for round drills that doesn't have the gridding on it for square. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. Let's see. So the next question, 16, is what have you ever ordered a custom? 17 is like, if so, what was the picture of it? What was the picture of? So 16 and 17 go hand in hand. So I'm on number 18. What are the companies that you would never order from? Well, I'd have to seriously think twice about ordering from Huacan ever again. I don't know. It just really kind of depends. I think I'm going to try and be a little more picky when it comes to ordering anything off of AliExpress in general, just because I know that the AliExpress stuff tends not to be licensed and authorized by the artists. But I don't think there's any company that I wouldn't necessarily order from. It just really depends on whether I can get that particular piece of artwork anywhere else. So this next question is pretty relevant. Do you seal your canvases? Well, the Kokeshi doll, I only had like one or two areas that had popping drills. I haven't sealed that one. The small diamond dots kits, because they're round drills, the spaces in between the drills are going to be sticky because of the adhesive. They don't put the adhesive down in dots for the round diamond paintings. So I took a tip from Rowanna Jameer about using baby powder in between. Basically you take a little Q-tip and some baby powder and you kind of lightly dust your round diamond paintings with that, so it gets to the adhesive in between the drills and makes the adhesive not sticky. We have five cats and a dog, so we have hair everywhere. And if I was to display any of them without, putting them in a frame with glass, they would easily just collect dust and hair and other miscellaneous stuff. So I haven't actually sealed a diamond painting, but with this one in particular, because of all the problems I've had with popping drills, I'm considering sealing it. I might go the aqua glue the aqua glue route. I keep pressing these. I might go the aqua glue route and seal this to keep the drills from popping, because I'm not sure how long it'll take me to frame it. Or I might just frame it under very snug glass to keep the drills from popping. I don't know yet, but I haven't actually sealed my canvases. So do I prefer round or square? Well, most of my diamond paintings right now are square. Well, actually I can't say that now because I have all those diamond dots kits. Honestly, initially I was all square, square, square. Being a cross stitcher, I'm used to, kind of the a little bit of the pixelation. And I like the fact that the squares are complete full coverage. The drills butt up against each other. And so I'm just kind of used to square. And I like how, squares, they snap into place when you place them. You get that little popping noise. So yeah, I'm kind of used to square. But, I've seen merit with round drills. They're not as fussy when you're placing them. So you can they're a little more forgiving. So I don't really know. My first choice, though, I would probably have to say is square. But I like a good round. Yeah. Rounds have merit. I like squares. And up until fairly recently, you could only get rhinestones in rounds and AB diamonds in rounds. There's a couple of companies out there that are offering square AB diamonds. Don't ask me what companies, because I don't know them off the top of my head. But I have seen YouTube videos where people have unboxed square AB diamonds. Alright, what's next? How many drill pins do you have, and what is your favorite? I've only gotten the drill pins that have come in the kits. I haven't ordered one. Well, actually, I can't say that. I did order one. I have one coming from Stitches to Stones. And don't ask me off the top of my head what it is, because I actually can't remember what I ordered. But yeah, when I placed my first DIY Moon Shop one, they had a Hello Kitty drill pen with a cap. And I had actually ordered it, but all their Hello Kitty drill pins that they had in stock at the time had really messed up faces, like the paint that was on the face to designate the eyes and stuff was off kilter and scratching off, so they couldn't sell it to me. So I don't have any customized drill pins. This is just the basic little glittery white one that I used my Rainbow Loom to make a cover for, and so this is what I use most of the time. So yeah, I really don't have any custom drill pins. Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, she got this squishy unicorn drill pin the other day on one of her videos. She showed it on one of her videos. That squishy unicorn drill pin is freaking adorable. I wouldn't mind having a squishy unicorn drill pin. So I might actually order one of those sometime soon. The other thing that people are unboxing is the sloth. Somebody out there has sloth drill pin. It has a sloth drill pin that is hugging a tree. I think that one's cute too. But I really kind of want that squishy unicorn drill pin. I just have to go online and buy one. Yeah, I haven't ordered a lot of drill pins just because I'm like, I have no way to display them. I have asshole cats, and my asshole cats get in everything that isn't tied down. Like, I can't keep yarn projects. I crochet a little bit. I can't keep yarn projects out in the open because they will drag the yarn all over the dang house. Whether or not it's attached to a project, they drag the yarn all over the dang house. So I have to keep my craft room door shut and locked. Well, not locked, but I have to keep my craft room door shut with everything shut in it, to keep my two of my cats from completely destroying my yarn stash. So, how do you deal with bubbles and rivers in your canvas? I kind of do what Ella, Kicking Cancer's Butt, Ella does. I cut the bubbles and scrape out the air, iron, rub on the back of my diamond painting. All the typical tips that you would see. That's what I do. All right. Do you use multiplacers? Yes, I use multiplacers. Right now I'm using a 3 multiplacer. Am I even still in frame? I don't know if I'm still even in frame. Let me double check. Yeah, sorta. Yes, I use multiplacers. I'm using a 3-1 right now. Actually, I'm going to turn this so you can actually see. Let me move this. Let's see. Did I put you more in frame? There we go. Oh, you can see my bead storage system down here. All right. What is my favorite multiplacer to use? My favorite multiplacer is the 3-placer. Where am I at time-wise? I'm at 1:12, or an hour and 12. All right, you guys. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. I don't want this whip and chat to be terribly long. I stopped at diamond painting tag question 24. There's 43 here in this tab, in this tag. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there. I will actually do another whip and chat with you later. But I'm going to concentrate on finish filling in this section of black down here this morning. And we'll kind of go from there. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming along for my whip and chat. I hope you've enjoyed your session. I hope you've enjoyed my tag. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I am looking forward to maintaining a 500 subscriber milestone here on YouTube. If you've watched my special announcement video, you've seen that I have been graciously offered the chance to gift a winner for having 500 subscribers a Garon Toten Bags $20 gift certificate. That also applies to diamond painting people, you guys. So even if you diamond paint and you don't cross stitch, those project bags are really nice. I have a project bag now from them for my diamond painting light pad because I have no way to store it when I'm not using it, and it's not on my scroll frame or my floor stand. So I do have one for them, so you can actually use them. They have little notions pouches and stuff like that that you can use for diamond painting tools for traveling and stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I have, if you watch my announcement video, you will get more information on entering for that. I am also giving away sometime in June the Diamond Dots Poppies kit that I got for $5 a couple weeks ago from Michaels. I will be giving that Diamond Dots diamond painting kit away to a lucky subscriber. There will be more information coming when I do the giveaway. On how to enter that specific giveaway, there's going to be a little tiny hoop for you to jump through. Like you have to answer a couple of questions or something, so I can pick the responses out of the comments. But anyway, so keep an eye out for that. Oh my goodness. So other than that, there's really not a whole lot going on. I'm just going to try and finish this little section of black down here. This little empty section, again, I'm waiting on the drills that I've run out of colors for. Orders coming from Stitches to Stones. So I'm hoping to have this actually fully completed, in a couple weeks when I get the replacement drills. And other than that, I think I'm going to actually be finished with this one tomorrow or today. I'm going to probably pull out the Diamond Art Club Four Seasons tree and get that one finished off. So then I can work on something else. And it'll probably be a couple of Diamond Dots kits just to make them quicker and give me a little break from these huge ones. Anyway, so that's all I got for you this week. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate all the subscribers I have. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're not subscribed already, if you found something interesting from this, or you're maybe just new to diamond painting or whatever, feel free to subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified when I upload new content. And just leave your notes and comments below. Your likes, your dislikes. To me, they're all good, Just don't be an asshole. There's been too much drama going on in diamond painting and cross stitch for me this week. And the drama has really been stupid and really bad. I'm not going to go on a rant. But, the drama is really bad right now, you guys. So, if you're an asshole and you leave me a comment, an asshole-ish comment, please be aware that I do have the right to delete your comment. And I probably will. Anyway, that being said, I hope you guys have had a nice week. My week has been kind of shitty. There's been some shitty stuff going on at work, and some family stuff going on as well. And it's just been kind of a bad week for me. I've been torn in a lot of directions, and it hasn't been good. So I'm not sure when my next update's going to be. I really don't know. Kind of depends on how things pan out. But anyway, take care. We'll see you guys soon. Keep on keeping on, because that's all we can do. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye. So hi out there in Diamond Painting Land. This is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, May 18th. May 18th. Sorry about that. I'm coming to you with a little bit of an update. I just did a diamond paint with me earlier this morning on my Princess Mononoke canvas, and I'm just now finished up with the rest of the black. I still have the two colors that I'm waiting on from Stitches to Stones to completely finish the canvas, but I kind of wanted to show you the finished canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you around and kind of show you what I'm looking at. So basically, this canvas is done until I get the remaining two colors from Stitches to Stones. So without further ado, here is Princess Mononoke. Don't mind the shakiness of the camera. So here she is, Princess Mononoke. So you can see I got all the drills placed except for this section right here. There are two colors in this section that I am missing. Two colors that I am missing in this section. I don't have enough drills to fill that section. But anyway, Princess Mononoke is essentially complete. I'm still getting a little popping drills down in this area here. Hopefully when I decide if I'm going to seal it, after I finish this section here, everything's okay. But the black section over here actually worked out pretty well. It's not, it isn't popping or anything like that. So anyway, my Princess Mononoke is done. So like up here, you can see above the woofs, that's kind of what the top looks like. So, yep. Princess Mononoke is complete. You can actually, it shows up better in the camera and in the angle. Here's her headband up here. In real life, you can't really see that. It blends in with her hair. But you can see her headband. You can see the red triangle underneath her headband. You can see the red mark on her cheek. You can see where the other red mark would be on her cheek. Her nose would be kind of in here. It doesn't come out nearly as well in real life as it is on camera. It's looking much better on camera. This is kind of her tooth necklace. She's got a tooth necklace on here. You can kind of see that. There's a popping drill right there. Don't mind me. But yeah, she's got kind of a tooth or bone necklace on. And then, of course, she's enveloping the leaf. You can see her two armbands. There's one armband. Here's the other armband that comes down. There's popping drills over here, too. Interesting. So, yeah. So I have a little bit of popping drills going on. But anyway, that is my Princess Mononoke. For all intents and purposes, she is done. It might be a couple of weeks before I get the stones for that. So I am counting this one as complete. Despite my frustrations with the popping drills, I actually really like this a lot. So, anyway, there is Princess Mononoke. Alright, I'm going to turn this back towards me for a minute. So, I hope you guys really liked my little diamond paint with me this morning. And hopefully I will have an update here soon for the additional drills that I had to order. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. My husband and I went shopping and bought some flowers and stuff for the flower pots and stuff on our front porch. So I'm going to take my glasses off. So yeah, we're going to be doing a little work outside, and other than that, we don't have much going on. We're going over to a friend's house for a cookout and some board games tonight, so that should be fun. Looking forward to that. And anyway, that's all I got for you. So I hope you enjoyed the little diamond painting thing. I just wanted to show you that for all intents and purposes, my Princess Mononoke is done. And hope you enjoy. Take care, and until next time, keep on keeping on, because that's all we can do. And I'm going to finish watching some softball, drag out my Diamond Art Club Four Seasons tree, and start working on that until we go over to our friend's house. Alright, take care, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.